What is up, everybody? Thank you for your time. Appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. We're going to be reviewing what it means very quickly that 8 souls were saved by water. And how does water baptism correspond to the teaching that Noah and his family were in the ark saved by water? What does that even mean? So, if you are familiar with the fact that we have an English Bible, but it's written, translated from the Greek, well, if you look where other places where this is used, this Greek terminology, you're going to find out that it actually doesn't mean they were saved by water, as if water is what saved them. It was the ark that saved them. And we're going to find out what the correct interpretation of this passage should be. Look at 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 5. It says this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of God the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water. This is the same Greek phrasing found in 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 20. And so it wouldn't make sense that the earth was standing out of the water and by the water, as if the water was making the earth stand. It means that the land was both out of the water and in the water, under the water. And so look at the Greek. In the water is from G 1223 and G 5204. Those are the strong concordance numbers for these Greek words. So when it's G 1223 and then G 5204, it means in the water. Well, when you look at 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 20, look what it says, G 1223, G 5204. So they translated it in the water in 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 5. And rather than translating it as in the water in 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 20, they put by water. But the correct translation, the correct meaning, the correct interpretation is that they were saved not by the water, they were saved by the ark in the water. And water baptism corresponds to that because we are saved in the water by the resurrection of Jesus. Let's read the text and read it with the correct understanding that it's not the water that saves you, but it's in the water. It's in the water that Noah and his family were saved by the ark. Someone might say they weren't in the water, they were in the ark. Where was the ark? In the water. They were saved in the water by the ark. They were in the water, but they were saved by the ark. Their salvation took place in the water through the ark. It mentions that generation that Noah was in. Those individuals were disobedient when once the long suffering of God, the patience of God, waited in the days of Noah while the ark was a preparing, wherein few, that is 8 souls, were saved in the water. They were saved in the water. How? He already mentioned how. The ark. The like figure whereunto even the baptism doth also now save us. You're saved how? In the water. But how? Not by an ark. It says by the resurrection of Jesus Christ. You are saved in the water. How? By the resurrection of Jesus. It's not the water that saves you. It's not, you go into the water dirty. You got to make sure that you wash off all the filth on your body and then come out, right? It's not some type of ritualistic ceremony where you have to come out making sure that you're cleaner than a bath. This is the idea. You are saved in the water, just as Noah and his family were saved in the water, but rather than being saved by an ark, you are saved by the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ now is gone into heaven, is on the right hand of God. He has all authority in heaven and on earth. Angels and authorities and powers being made subject to him. We see Jesus all throughout the book of Acts exercising his authority that's been granted to him. Sent an angel in Acts chapter 12 to kill Herod, a Roman authority. Jesus revealed he had authority even over Rome by the time Acts 12 came into pass. So what we see here, how does baptism save you? By the resurrection of Jesus. It's not the water. If you have a Bible, write down next to 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 20. Write down 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 5. Underline by the water and right next to it in the water. That's what it means. You're saved in the water by the resurrection of Jesus, just as Noah and his family were saved in the water by the ark. So God bless you. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day.